Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen, and today I'm sharing with you guys some outdoor DIYs, so let's get into it. For this first outdoor piece, I'm going to be redoing this wooden bench. So before anybody says anything, this is in great condition. I totally know, but I did want to sand some things down first because some of it was a little rough around the edges and it did come from kind of a disgusting place. So I did wash it down first, and then I'm just using my Bosch sander. So I love this sander. It has 6 different settings, and so many people always ask what grit sandpaper I use. I'm not a professional. I will say that loud and clear, everybody. I use a 60 grit sandpaper, and the reason why I do is because it takes everything off quickly. So any sort of stain or paint, everything just comes off with a lower grit sandpaper. So I'm sure it is not the right type sandpaper. A lot of people, I think, use like 120, but I want to get the job done quickly. So I sanded the top and realized that this is a completely different piece of wood than the rest of it. So it looks like it was kind of put together differently. But anyways, sanded it all down, and I'm going to stain it pretty much the same exact color as it was before. Once the sanding was done, I just picked up this Minwax wood finish stain. This is in the classic oak color, and I want it to be very similar. This is going to be going to my mom's house, and this is the color that she wanted, and it looks great at her house for sure. I actually tried putting it in my front yard to see what it would look like if it was and it just didn't match. Just did not work, but this turned out so good. I'm just using a sponge brush to stain this. I used to be such a hater when it came to staining and everything. Now it's like one of my favorite things to do. I will stain every type of wood, if possible, before I would paint it. Sometimes, some things. Do not quote me on that and do not keep that over my head because you guys know the love I have for painting things white. And then once the stain was dry, I am just going to be sealing this. I used a roller and a sponge brush, just a little bit of both to get this done a little bit quicker. I did do about 2 to 3 coats of this sealer. This is a polyurethane outdoor sealer. This is just the choice that I did, and since I use polyurethane, I don't usually recommend that or use it unless it is for wood finishes like this. And then that is all I did. Waited for it to dry, and I brought it over to my mom's house and put it in her outdoor area, and it looks so stinking cute. This next DIY, I just picked up this chalkboard sign from Walmart. I picked it up before it went to $6, and then I think they're actually $7 now, or $7.07, or something really awkward and weird like that. I'm going to be using a Chalk Couture transfer. I have not used these in just a little while, and I absolutely love them. I think they make things look super high end. I found this one. It says hello, and then you can do spring, summer, or sunshine. I'm going to go with the good old summer theme here. So I fuzzed my transfer, and then I just stuck the hello in the summer in the center of this sign. And then I really like the yellow theme. I did a video recently with a ton of yellow vases and things like that, and I was like, yep, I have to have some yellow in my outdoor decor. It's summertime, why not? Usually I do some really boring colors, but I'm like, nope, yellow is kind of my thing. I'm using the Bumblebee chalk paste by Chalk Couture, and then for the hello, I am of course using good old bright white. And you guys, if you've never seen me use Chalk Couture before, I absolutely love like the finale, or when you're pulling it off. I like to call it the finale, I suppose, and it just looks so perfect, so amazing. And then I just grabbed these Dollar General florals. They were $3, but this is a really huge size. They also have smaller ones for only $1. And then the good old boxwood from Walmart, of course. I think this is actually like $1.25 now, something like that, but I still think it's a really great deal, and I love the greenery from Walmart. And also, Dollar General has a ton of florals for only $1. I picked up so many this year. Then I'm just going to be gluing the boxwood and the florals to the top of my door sign. This piece right here I picked up at a yard sale. It was $4 and it is a chalkboard sign. I could not get this welcome to come off very well. I tried everything. Dish soap, I tried nail polish remover, and it came off for the most part, but you could still kind of tell where that welcome was. I'm going to be using a Dixie Belle rub-on furniture transfer. I will link this down below for you. I just found it on the Dixie Belle website. I know you can also pick them up off Amazon and Etsy as well, but they do sell them on Dixie Belle. Love this truck right here. This is from like their farmhouse collection. And then it comes with this little crafter stick, this little transfer stick right here. And then all I do is peel this off, and I decided to make this into a flower planter. DIY this cute little foldable table was $1. And yes, like the bottom is not perfect, but you know what? I didn't actually do anything to the bottom of this. This was going outside anyways. And eventually my outdoor decor does get some good wear and tear with the rain, the humidity, the wind. We get all kinds of stuff around here. So I wasn't really too worried about it because I'm just going to be putting a flower pot or something like that on top of here anyways. And so all I did was paint the top of this in the Waverly chalk paint in white. And then once that was fully dry, it still kind of looked just a tiny bit awkward, I suppose. So I decided to just take it outside and use my sander once again. And I'm just kind of sanding the edges down and making this just look a little bit distressed. This is 100% my style. So I just did that because you're going to put a flower pot on it anyway. So it really didn't matter exactly what this little flower pot planter stand would look like in the end. So I love this. I love the multicolor. I think this looks super cute. Next one, I picked this up for only $1, and it looks like someone was trying to Mod Podge some pictures they printed off. I think this was normally or typically what this was supposed to look like, but the other side was just a print off picture. It was falling off, and I'm like, this has some really good bones. It is wood. Like, we will make this work. I'm going to be turning this into another flower planter as well. I am not by any means professional at planting flowers, but these are working and my flowers are actually growing. So drainage hole or not, they are still thriving. I'm using this vintage duck egg color. This is by Dixie Belle. I love their chalk paint, one, because it dries fast, and two, because you barely have to use any paint at all when you're using it. It's a mineral chalk paint. It is absolutely fantastic. Next, once that was done and dry, I'm going in with this Redesign Prima. They are decor transfers. This is the classic vintage collection. I don't know why I say collection. I'm assuming it's like a collection. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a one and done, but this is what they look like when they come out of that little roll. And then I just cut off a few transfers and put them right on the front of this planter box. All right, for this DIY, yes, I found spray paint at a garage sale. It is white, it's satin, and it's gonna work. I think it's Blossom White. I'm going to be spray painting this magazine holder. I've had this in my garage for way too long. It almost just went to the curb not too long ago, and I was like, okay, I have got to do something with this. This is going outside. I cannot just throw this away. It was $3.09 at Goodwill before their prices went super skyrocket and insane. I did do 2 coats of this spray paint. And once the spray paint was dry, I did seal it with a spray polyacrylic. It is just a clear coat by Rust-Oleum, so it's actually just a clear coat spray, but polyacrylic will work as well. And that is it. I filled this with flowers and made this into a flower pot as well. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, consider sticking around and subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!